Yo, so I want to make this video real quick. It's going to look like a Living Fuel commercial, but you know, this just happens to be what I'm doing. You could do it any way you want. It's totally up to you. But yesterday I mentioned that I was doing a micro fast. So basically it's like intermittent fasting or like the warrior diet, where you take just micronutrients during the day and then eat a meal at night. And generally the meal is going to be like lean meat and vegetables for me. Past 3 weeks since I left Casey Krejci's house, and he mentioned this to me, I've lost about 11 pounds. And you know, I mean, I'm not shredded by any means, but it's a simple diet that I feel nourished, I feel energetic, I feel bright, I feel great. So I figure I just let you guys know what I'm doing. There's ways to modify it for yourself, but I'll hook you up. So the very first thing is, in between shakes for the day, I take 5 of these. These are just, you can buy any fish oil caps. I think if you're not using this one, I think the best one that you could probably buy is Carlson's. And for my children, we use Nordic Naturals. My kids also take fish oil capsules. So Nordic Naturals, Carlson's, you can buy those at the store. I use Living Fuel because Casey's my boy and I buy his products. So I take 5 of these, all right? I'm not gonna do it now because, actually, you know what? I'll take these now. Let me get some water. So like I said, you can use whatever brand you want. I mean, quite frankly, you know, do your research and figure out what brand suits your purposes. But anyway, so I take 5 of these, and real men take them all at one time, right? So I'll take 5. Real men let the water dribble. So that's it. I take 5 of these. I'm gonna wait about 20 minutes, just because from what I've read, I don't fucking know what goes on inside my belly, but the fiber can disrupt your body's ability to absorb the fish oils if you do it right away. Oh, that's new to you, right, Danny?
Anything?
They just say that if the food that you're eating has a lot of fiber, it'll have a tendency to suck up.
So if I put use fiber with like my aminos and stuff.
No, just the fish oils.
Just fish oils.
Just the oils. They say take the fish oils on basically an empty stomach or 20 minutes before.
Oh, okay.
Your meal. So I take this 20 minutes before. So I'll show you guys how I make it, but I'm gonna take this 20 minutes. Anyway, big old scoop of Psyllium Husk fiber. This is my favorite brand, quite frankly, Yerba Prima. It just makes your poop nice and fluffy. You know, I'm all about that healthy digestion.
Why is that your favorite brand though?
Because if you look, you got 2 different types of Psyllium Husk. You got the ones that's really ground really fine. This is kind of a little bit heavier, like bigger grains. And I don't know, for some reason I like the way it feels better in my body. I can actually like feel the effects of it in my colon, my digestive system. So it's like shit, like I can tell.
If you leave it in the water, does it get like gooey?
Yeah,
That's what mine does.
It starts getting swollen.
Yeah.
And the ground psyllium fiber does that more easily. Like it'll really swell up. So I don't know, I mean, rotate between ground psyllium and whole psyllium, whole husks. I like the whole husks, but doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just telling you what I like. Green supplement, right? What the fuck? Like everybody, like I gotta be right. Like you know what Elliott Hulse said? Look, don't listen to Elliott Hulse. Do what the fuck you want, but I'm just telling you what I do. Green supplement. Look, quite frankly, I don't think there's a better green supplement on the market. Like I said, I don't want this to be a commercial. It really isn't. You know, I'm not getting paid for this. But there really is no other green product on the market that covers the spectrum of phytonutrients and macronutrients that Living Fuel does. It just doesn't exist. I've tried. What's that one everybody was promoting for a while? They've got a good affiliate program, but their product is like garbage. What is it, Athletic Greens? Not impressed. Sorry, Athletic Greens, sue me. But I just wasn't impressed, so I went right back to Living Fuel. So that's one that you really, I would say, invest in. Today I'm sending 5 bottles of Living Fuel out to the winners of the meme contest from last week. So all I do is I do half a scoop of this, boom, and I mean, if you go on Living Fuel's website, you'll see all of the amazing superfoods. Casey Krejci's funny. He'll tell you what, more potassium than a banana, more
than like 10 bananas. More
protein, yeah, more protein than a dozen eggs.
Right, yeah.
He just goes on and on. That's funny. But look, I mean, the fact is, there's a lot of really good stuff in here. I only take half a scoop, obviously because that's what he told me to do, and I'm following his routine here. But that's only about I mean, that's less than 100 calories. So calories stay really low during the day. If I were you, I would do some research, right? Don't take Elliott Hulse's word for it, but do some research on calorie restriction, optimum nutrition diets. You know, Ori Hofmeckler has a few books in this way. He calls it the Warrior Diet, and there's one book I've referenced for probably the past 5 years, Minimum Fat, Maximum Muscle. That's another good one. But anyway, that's what we're doing here. It's calorie restriction. During the day, I'm taking in like maybe 200, 300 calories, not much at all. Then amino acids. Again, Casey's my boy, so I use his products. Get your own, it doesn't matter, or buy his. But it's, I take 2 scoops of aminos. So the whole idea with a micro fast is you're getting in the micronutrients as opposed to the macronutrients. You understand that, right? You guys that balance macros or count your macros, what are you counting? Carbs, proteins, fats. Well, if you break those down, the fats, you've got the DHA, EPAs, and all that, GLAs. There's all like the micro portions of that, and you're taking like the stuff that's good for you, and in the pill form, as opposed to like a hunk of pork fat or something, or what did they used to cook with back in the day? Lard. Like, yeah, of course, yeah, get some lard, but without the calories, you just get the micronutrients. So the same thing here with amino acids. Do your research. Don't listen to Elliott Hulse, but with regard to amino acids, there are certain essential amino acids that you want to be able to get from your food. Instead of taking in the food, eating a chicken breast, right, it has a certain amount of calories, you take the amino acids. Same thing with the greens. The whole idea is I don't want to eat a giant salad with cauliflower and kale and broccoli and green tea and what else does he have in here? Oat soluble beta, spirulina, all kinds of good stuff that I don't even really understand.
Man, there's no soy or gluten, man.
No, this is soy free. Good point, because I'm gonna screw that up. It says it here somewhere, but it's soy free, gluten free, genetically modified free, GMO free, all kinds of really good shit. This guy really put his time and energy into making like the boss of green supplements. So that being said, I fill this up right out there with water. I don't want a whole lot of it. Suck it down. I'll suck it down in a couple minutes. And that's it, folks. So that's it. That's what I'm doing with regard to diet. As far as results are concerned, I'm telling you, I'm strong. I'm getting leaner. I'm going to do this for the next several weeks. Perhaps for a very long time, maybe months, because it's so easy. And that really, as far as I'm concerned, a plan that's easy to stick with, that doesn't throw me off, is far more pleasing to me than one that leaves too much room for error. And that's just me. So anyway, so that's it. I hope that helps you guys. Try it out. You guys that are doing intermittent fasting, I'm telling you, your energy will be that much better if you throw in some micronutrients during the day instead of just straight up not eating. And my strength is better, my energy's better, I'm thinking clearer, less food in my belly like you would if you're fasting. I feel so much stronger. So that's it. Hope that helps. Done.